What's up, guys? Hermit the Crab coming at you with another video to help improve your gaming life. This time, once again, it's on MLB The Show 17, and we're going to be doing some pitching tips and how to improve your pitching in MLB. Well, first thing you need to know that there are 4 different types of pitching modes this year in MLB The Show. You have Pulse, Meter, Classic, and Pure Analog. From what I've seen, the most popular of the pitching methods are Meter and Pure Analog, and so those are going to be the 2 that I'm talking about in this video. Meter, these are the 2 most popular pitching methods because of Meter. The reason these 2 are the most popular is they both offer their most in their own respect. For example, the Meter is because it provides a more consistent, easier to control pitch. You have a lot more control, and you can get into a groove of hitting the pitches over and over again easily and making sure the pitches are going exactly where you want them to. Whereas with Pure Analog, provides more control over each individual pitch, but it's also a lot easier to throw wild pitches. Let me show you, for example. You have a lot more control as where you pull down with the analog stick and flip up, you can see where you put it on the plate. However, if you lose control of that and don't hit it exactly where it needs to go, the ball will not go where you initially intended it. Now, this can lead to you actually throwing some really good pitches later on if you know how to control that. However, it can also lead to terrible things if you go off. Not so much in this instance because we're playing on rookie and it's on dynamic difficulty, but you get the general idea. So if I'm trying to throw a pitch down here and I somehow throw it all the way off here, you end up hitting him. It's a lot easier to throw wild pitches, however, you have a ton more control over where they're going. Just as important, like I mentioned in the batting tips video, you need to have a good camera angle that works the best for you. Now, I prefer to have the broadcast cam. It just works the best for me. However, most users actually prefer to have the same camera they use for hitting. This is because you get a better view of how your pitches are coming in. You can see how they look to the batter, and it may actually improve with your hitting as well. Now, when you see those animations, you know where those pitches are going to be going, and it'll just give you a better understanding of what you're making that batter go through. It will be easier to keep them guessing if they already are confused by terrible animation. Well, I shouldn't say terrible animations. If they already are confused by animations from the pitching. Now, when pitching, try to develop your own little pitching scheme. Don't overuse the same thing over and over again. Try to keep the batter guessing. Throw some outside. Throw some inside. Don't keep using with the same thing. For example, a good combination would be you have a good fastball up high, so that's what they're expecting. Then you drop it down with a curveball, and it's kind of hard to predict that. They're a lot slower, and the whole goal is to strike them out. Another important thing when playing MLB The Show is do not be afraid to walk your opponents either. You want to keep them guessing all the time, but if you get up against a hitter that could potentially put more runs on the board versus just having them on base, give up that walk. You do not be afraid to do that. That's probably the most important tip I can tell you. Don't leave a spicy meatball over the middle, whatever you call it. Don't throw a wild pitch. Don't give them a fastball right over the middle when you don't want it to happen. Clutch is very important this year, and when you have runners on base or they're in a clutch situation, the likelihood they're going to get a good hold of the ball is it's greatly increased. Alright, well, if you found these tips helpful, please give me a like and hit the subscribe for more content.